Hey, bom dia, my friends. How are we today? I think it's a beautiful volunteering day again here in Teresopolis. Come, I will show you around. So this is the place where I am. Here is the bañero. This is probably the most important piece of the whole site. Nice little piano. This is the place where we have breakfast. And over here, you got the two crazy dogs I already talked to you about. Coucou! Yeah, they are very, very playful, but they don't bite hard, so it's okay. And over here you've got the biggest turtle ever seen. Feijoada e arroz. So this is the traditional meal, at least in this region of Brazil. Rice and beans, simple and efficient. So this is the first activity of the day, milking the baby goats who just arrived. So let me introduce Cicinia and Pirata. So the day just started. As you could see, here there are goats, there are dogs, there is one giant turtle, there is a rooster up here, and this is not all. There is also bees. You know what is great about these bees? It is that they have no sting. So you can just cuddle them like that and they won't hurt you. Nature is beautiful. Here is Teresa. It's also a little cat that we have here. But this one, on the contrary to other animals, you should not touch it. Otherwise, well, you will suffer the consequences.
The NPK, which is salt, and that salt makes the earth salty, and it's bad for the earth in a long time, you know? Oh, look at that, it's a beautiful seed.
Obrigado. I think it's good. You still recording? Oh, okay.
You can edit later, hopefully. You know how to edit the
I
video,
stop
huh?
and then I...
Okay, yeah.
Good, yeah, to show how we're getting the dry part. We need the dry only. So we need to move sideways.
I
to
think
collect.
your tool is better than mine for this.
Yes, it is much better. I'll give you this and you can work a little bit.
Okay. A few days ago we prepared seeds because Juliana loves to plant all kinds of seeds everywhere in her garden. So we are gonna take a look at it. Only 3-4 days ago they were like that. And now, look, here they go. It's growing really fast. I was not expecting that seeds would actually grow so quickly. So that's cool. And you've got all kinds of plants in here. Des courgettes, des tomates, du piment. Later in the day, we will start planting the seeds that are already ready. Hey! During the afternoon I like to escape in the neighboring woods and mountains. There are great landscapes over there, and it's just next door to the place where I am working as a volunteer. We are surrounded by nature and the wild, as you can see. And my two fellow bodyguards, they follow me everywhere I go. Hello there, this is Wanderer, hope you are going okay. I know you were waiting for it, all of you, so here it comes at last, the debrief of my volunteering in TERESOPOLIS. It was an interesting experience. Now I left this place, I was in Rio for the carnival. Que locura, how we say here. So, there are several things to say. Yeah, I will start by that. I was not convinced of what I saw. I wanted to go more in depth about that. So yeah, there are several things. The first one is the continuous mess in this house. It means something, you know. If the house is messy, it's not a good sign. It's not always easy to deal with that, by the way, because I'm rather an organized person, so to live in a constant mess is sometimes difficult for me. Second thing, which reveals that this project is a bit fragile, it's the continuous tensions that there are between Mauro and Juliana. They are both very kind, but almost every day there is an argument and you don't even understand why. So as a volunteer it's destabilizing because you don't know what is happening, and they would not communicate about it either. This is a third point, by the way. Communication is difficult there. It's not happening. It's not their best skill, for sure. Mauro and Juliana are kind and they are open to talk, but they would not do it naturally. And I believe that this is a triggering point for establishing a community. At some point you must have some channels to discuss about anything, the things that work well, but of course and mostly things that are not working well, because if there is no communication, problems remain. What about structure? Well, there is no structure basically right now. It's very windy here in Arraial do Cabo, today especially. I hope you hear me well. There's a problem here, it's that there is also no clear vision about what to establish. Mauro and Juliana aims to reach self-sufficiency, but that's mostly it. And I believe it is not enough to drive synergies and to have people coming together to live together, because it's one thing to have a project in common, it's something else to live constantly with the same people as a community. Yeah, I feel that if these issues are not dealt with properly, well, no community will happen there, but we will see. Now, of course, I started with unpleasant things to tell, but there were also great things, and I'm now going to go more in depth about it. It's a peaceful place. It's a peaceful place. It's very different from the messy cities, and I feel strongly that this kind of area is really good for people who want to escape a bit from the tremendous lifestyle of the city. As you could see a bit the landscapes on the video. Second thing is the environment in itself. Yeah, it's quite the same thing. The first thing is that it's silent and the second thing is that the environment is beautiful. You are within the land, you breathe good air. Yeah, this is our reality today, to say that breathing a good air is a luxury. But for most people, that's how it is now. We don't have so much good air quality in the mainstream lifestyle. Third point is flexibility. It can be a default, but it's also an opportunity for someone to just express oneself with flexible conditions to stay there. I believe it is cool. The opening of Mauro and Juliana, they are ready to welcome quite everybody, like all kind of people. It's an interesting point, by the way, because it also shows that there is not really a structure to what they would receive people for. It was rare when they denied people to the right to come there. But so it's also nice because yeah, Juliana shared to me that one of the things that makes her most happy is when she sees a difference happening with the volunteering people when they are back in their lifestyle and could reflect on their time during their volunteering. And they come to her, they text her saying that they really feel now better, different and all. And for sure, it's a great opportunity. Yeah, for people who are sick of the town. Yeah. Fifth point is also their generosity. They are very cool, and they can hear whatever you would like to share with them. So yeah, these are generous people, and it's beautiful to have people of that kind in this world. Full of ideals, and ideals sometimes hurt because they do not fit reality properly. But at least people with good intentions, and I would trust them completely. I wanted to reflect a bit on the elements I shared in my first video. I wanted to come back on this concept of 3 levels of meaning for life, you know? The first meaning is basic needs. This is a meaning, the first level of meaning for life. The second is the relationship to the world. And the third one is about the afterlife, you know? So it increases like that, from the least to the most. And so about these levels of meaning, this place, Mycelio Communauté, reaches the first one easily. They have means to meet their basic needs. They've got a beautiful garden and a lot of fruit trees, and they've got a lot of ambition for that. They want to develop their own milk from the goats. They want to have vegetables of all kinds. It's a vegan place. They are very concerned about health, to have healthy food. That's interesting. But right now, this relates on their own funding. So that's also an issue, right? Because at some point, when there is no more savings, or if they just pass away, how would the community survive this? Well, they intend to sell their food that they would produce. It's a possibility. The second level of meaning, the relationship to the world. So it's a bit blurred. Basically, they want to reach self-sufficiency. So they would create their own bubble, if I may say, their community, their place, which would be enough for their own needs. But I did not notice any intention to share, to interact, to be connected to the world. Well, this happens by having volunteers coming there, but otherwise, yeah, there is no like deep vision for a better world. It's not the primary intention. And about the third one, well, there is no relationship to the afterlife. Spirituality over there is something private. There is no intention to deal with this, which is fine, I suppose, but You know, I believe that if there is no consideration for this, it limits the possibility of synergies and having people feeling the desire to commit to something higher than them, you know? Transcendence. I hope this word works in English, transcendence in French. I intend now to go later during my stay here, visit communities that have a more established ground, which are already working, because this one is just at the stage of a project yet. It's not happening. There is no community living in here. It's a house and people coming to help out, but that's it. Later in my journey, I will explore other communities and see what kind of analysis we can bring forward to this. Are there any relevant models? Are there any convincing elements? I will also share more in depth my journey so far and my stay in this mysterious city located in India, where I could stay several months, which was the complete opposite of the place where I was. It's working since decades and it has thousands of people, and this place is just starting and it's a little house, so it's interesting to have the comparison of both. Yeah, so that was it. Thanks for watching, and see you very soon for other amazing explorations, journeys, travels, anecdotes. Yeah, get ready for some carnival feedback and other kinds of fun stuff all together. This was Wanderer. Take care of yourself. Bye!